Have you ever pondered what made a particular location famous? The obvious response is the points of interest. Famous landmarks include the Eiffel Tower in Paris and the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. Natural wonders such as the Swiss Alps Jungfrau area or Arizona's Grand Canyon. Not to mention historic and architectural landmarks such as the Tower of London and New York's Empire State Building. However, there are certain sites that are famous for odd reasons. There's the American village that went utterly insane after its general store burned down, and the UK laneway that became the butt of pranksters, an undiscovered Pacific island and an Australian mountaintop that is still growing. Some of these locations you may not wish to visit, while others may be difficult to find unless you go online. They are all famous for strange reasons. Can you guess what number 1 on this list will be? Comment down below and watch until the end to find out. Number 10. Gone to the Dogs. Rabbit Hash in Coon County, Kentucky, surely puts the word dog lead in a whole new light. The village is on the National Register of Historic Places, and the historic shop, which dates from 1831, is the best-maintained country store in Kentucky. However, the general store in this small settlement is hardly the most well-known feature of the town. When it was destroyed by fire in 2016, the small community banded together to rebuild a historic store using donated lumber from other period buildings and a one-of-a-kind community campaign. Since 1998, they have hosted a mayoral election in which all of the candidates are canines, a tradition that has lasted more than 20 years. Goofy Borman Calhoun, a dog of indeterminate breed, served as mayor from 1998 until his death in 2001 at the age of 16. The term of the second mayor, a black Labrador named Junior Cochran, was marred by controversy. Due to health concerns, he was prevented from accessing the general shop. Gwyneth Paltrow, the current mayor, successfully raised $9,000 towards the reconstruction of the town's general store. Voting in local elections costs $1 per ballot, with no limit on the number of ballots cast. Number 9. Growing Mountain. Australia's highest mountain peak is not only located off the continent, but it is also growing. While most people consider Mount Kosciuszko to be Australia's highest peak, Mawson Peak is technically the tallest mountain in Australia, standing at 2745 meters the last time it was measured. The active volcano is located 4,100 kilometers off the Australian peninsula on Heard Island in the Indian Ocean, southwest of Perth. The ongoing interaction of molten lava and glacial ice causes the peak and the surrounding island to expand in size. Mawson Peak's elevation is currently estimated to be around 2,800 meters. For the majority of the year, the island remains shrouded in cloud as the fire and ice continue to react. The only tourists who make the perilous week-long journey into the terrible circumstances surrounding the island are usually research experts. As of 2012, Big Ben has been erupting continually, making it an unsuitable area for skiing or hiking. Number 8. World's most dangerous golf course. To avoid sparking an explosion at this Korean golf course, you'll require military accuracy. Camp Boniface is no ordinary course. In fact, it has been dubbed the world's most dangerous golf course. The one-hole par 3 golf course is located on the outskirts of the United Nations command post, 500 meters from the demilitarized zone separating North and South Korea. Landmines, barbed wire, and an empty machine gun nest surround the course. Stray shots have been known to have exploded a landmine. On this course, you have little chance of retrieving your golf balls. Surprisingly, up to 1,000 tourists every day attend the one-of-a-kind course for the ultimate adrenaline rush. Number 7. Cat Island. If you are allergic to cats, you should generally avoid visiting Tashirojima. Cats predominate on the desolate rural island off the Japanese coast of Ishinomaki. In fact, despite having only 100 human residents, the island is home to an estimated 800 cats. Cats have been there since the 18th century, when inhabitants used them to preserve their textile business by feeding on mice that harmed their silkworms. Fishermen used to feed the cats from the shore, believing they brought good luck to the fishing fleet. A shrine to the feline population, known as Nikko-jinja, has even been built in the island's center. Today, travelers take the hour-long ferry ride to Cat Island, where the inhabitants are eager to cuddle. Visitors to their distant retirement town are also appreciated by the humans. There aren't many tourist attractions, such as restaurants or cafes, but guests can stay in cat-shaped bungalows along the shoreline. Number 6. The town that wasn't there. Argylton, a small town in East Lancashire, has an official postcode, real estate listings, weather forecasts, and job postings available online. The only catch is that it does not exist. The settlement depicted on Google Earth and Google Maps is actually a barren field beside the F59 freeway. Online services based on Google data incorrectly identified several companies and services in the same postcode area as being in the Phantom Village. The anomaly was discovered in 2008, garnering worldwide media attention and creating a slew of fictional websites mocking Google's error. The town's existence in Google has been attributed to cartographers introducing bogus place names to detect copyright infractions, as well as confusion with the parish of Auten, in where the fictitious village is located. Argelton is currently closed, according to Google. Number 5. Snowless ski field. Snow, one would assume, is a fundamental prerequisite for a ski field. However, Monte Carlo is the world's only ski resort without snow. Monte Carlo, located in Hirsau, Germany, is a 110-meter-high man-made sand dune. The district was named after the colonite quartz sand that was previously mined there. But the sand became a problematic byproduct when extracting the mineral that is utilized in many industrial and medical uses. By the mid-1950s, the slag pile of sand had grown so large that a local took the skis and used the mountain for ski practice. Soon after, a ski club was created by athletes who wanted to practice their downhill maneuvers on the sand pile. The sand mountain now includes a ski lift, campground, and water park, as well as hosting the Global Sandboarding Championships, an unusual application for an old industrial waste dump. Number 4. Underground town. The famous Australian country town is a secluded settlement with a pub on each corner, where the Akubra-wearing inhabitants assemble to say G'day. The town of Coober Pedy, on the other hand, has one notable distinction. The majority of the town's 1,700 citizens live underground. Summer temperatures in the South Australian outback can reach 45 degrees Celsius, 113 F. To avoid the burning heat, early opal miners built underground dugouts to escape the harsh environment. The local indigenous people were so delighted by the miners' rabbit-like tunnels that they dubbed the town White Fella in a Hole, or Coober Pedy. Today, the majority of the town's residences and public buildings are carved out of the subterranean sandstone, where the temperature stays at a comfortable 23 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, all year. Homes, churches, restaurants, bars, and churches are all located deep underground, away from natural light and airflow. The bleak environment offered the perfect background for the 1985 movie Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Number 3. Undiscovered Island. Explorers ventured out on many voyages of discovery throughout history, yet very few places have ever been undiscovered. Captain James Cook first recorded Sandy Island northeast of Australia in 1774, with the whaling ship Velocity verifying the land mass's existence in 1876. The secluded Pacific Ocean island evokes ideas of a dreamy vacation among the swaying palm trees. However, you may encounter difficulties in reaching your objective. Despite appearing on several maps, mariners were unable to find the 24-kilometer-long island. Using data from these antique paper charts, Google Earth even recorded the presence of the Pacific Island. When Australian scientific experts failed to locate the island, it was declared undiscovered in November 2012. In fact, they sailed clear through the island utilizing current technologies, including Google's geolocations. One hypothesis for the island's disappearance is that early explorers incorrectly identified rafts of pumice from subterranean volcanoes as islands. Number 2. Abandoned capital city. Pompeii is famous for being the site of a civilization that, largely, fled before their city was buried beneath the molten ash and lava of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79. However, it has only been 25 years since a Caribbean island that was once a playground for the rich and famous met a sane destiny. Plymouth, the former capital of Montserrat, is a modern-day Pompeii, whose people fled a volcanic eruption in 1995. The Soufriere Hills volcano had been inactive for 400 years when it erupted in ash across the shore in July 1995. Over 12,000 residents were forced to escape the city when a series of volcanic explosions buried it under 40 feet of ash and molten lava. It is now the sole ghost town that serves as Montserrat's capital. Plymouth remains in the volcanic exclusion zone, where only the most daring visitors venture to observe the damage on the island's completely uninhabitable southern end. Number 1. Butt of jokes. The meanings of language evolve throughout time, and place names are no exception. Residents of a small UK town grew tired of being the punchline for visitors who gathered to take a tongue-in-cheek photo with the village's most famed road sign. Butthole Road in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, was named from a water butt at the end of the lane. However, in current times, the term has taken on a totally new meaning, which has become a source of consternation for locals. Not only were they an apparent target for pranksters, but service providers, taxis, and delivery services sometimes mistook the address for a joke. Residents joined together to rename the lane Archer's Lane, a more demure moniker. Did you enjoy this video? If so, check out these other videos from Daily Top 10. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Thanks for watching.